need some competition out here. Come on.
What's good, my brother?
I didn't know we had this.
Got
I
a
didn't know
few
we had
things.
some other rooms. Y'all was used to that painting over there, but we in here, man. We always upgrading, always evolving. And we definitely, like I said, man, I can't say it enough how much we appreciate you guys. Because whenever we put a video up, whenever we put a podcast up, you guys are there giving your comment and liking the video, sharing the videos, and we definitely appreciate it. But we're gonna get to business today because we're in this hip hop business, and we got to talk about some things today. So, like I was saying, man, Dame Dash, he did a powerful interview on Shannon Sharpe show, and he covered a lot of topics. One topic that he covered in particular that we're going to talk about today is he's pretty much blaming deadly rap beef on social media streaming platforms, right? Now, he goes on to say that YouTube and others, but particularly YouTube, should stop paying when people put up beef. Instead of people paying attention to a negative algorithm, they should pay attention to a positive one. It's just the program that we keep falling into. What needs to be profitable is our love and our unity, and that's what has to be showcased. When you hear that, we're in the industry where we've talked about beefs before. We talked about all types of things. We don't just stay there.
Right.
Politicians, rappers. We go down a whole line and talk to everybody. Businessmen. How do you feel sitting in the seat of almost like criticizing what we do? I mean, gotta keep it real, and our peers in the game.
He makes very good points. And let me kind of provide some context to what he meant. So when you click a video and you click a style of video, YouTube will see that in its algorithm and recommend videos like that or subscribe or platforms like that so that you can watch more and more of what you click on. If you notice, you click on something on YouTube, you'll get stuff just like that when you click back onto YouTube. That's how the algorithm works. So when you see these videos of Soulja Boy going at Young Dolph, may he rest in peace, or little things like that, and you see people starting to grab this information and put it up, and it starts clicking, and the algorithm starts picking these names and these words and these key things up, it starts getting shared, and it gets shared in abundance. And then when you top that off with your Shade Rooms and your Hollywood Unlocks and your Jasmine guys, Jasmine brand, and I'm not trying to box these outlets out, but the major online outlets that provide news and information, they start grabbing it, then the shit's everywhere. Now it's within the algorithm. Oh God, we've been doing this for a long time, and we pride ourselves in putting the food within the candy. We know how to market our videos to where people will click, but once they click, we make sure they get some valuable information, right? How many times have we put out positive videos and they've done far less than the videos that kind of give some type of drama that the people yearn for? It's an unfortunate circumstance. We hate to sit back and have to always dive into that, but it's an unfortunate reality that it would be great if YouTube promoted positive things and did that. We would love that. But would the people still watch the same? It has to be a self-evaluation.
I'm gonna deal with it two different ways. First, about covering the rap beef thing. I think to me it's like, and it's how you do it, because you'll see like there'd be a reporter like right now, Russia, Ukraine. It'd be a reporter there, and bombs is going off behind them. They telling you what happened. They're not, cussing somebody out, disrespecting the person. They're not putting two people at each other. They just come in and say, okay, this is what was documented. They're documenting that. And that's what we do to a certain extent. We give our opinion on different things, but we're not like egging people on and saying, oh, he dissed him. He need to come back and shoot this cat. Nothing like that. So I think there's a differentiation between that. The other part I kind of want to talk about is how, we're in the industry where we have to cover a lot of beefs. And YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, all these different platforms, they are, recommending stuff as people watch them. But I've seen positive stuff also go viral. Whether it's somebody playing with a kitten, they get 9 million views, a baby, saying something where the family's laughing, all types of stuff. So it's the people. It's not really YouTube. They push it, but they're pushing what the people want to see. If you put up a video and it's a 12-minute video and people are watching that video, 10 minutes of that video, then they're going to push that video because they're saying, oh, okay, the algorithm is saying, which is a computer generated thing, that, okay, these people want to watch this video, so I need to push it out to them. That don't just stop at negativity. But I do agree with Dame, though. I got to say this, because when you look at the reporting on what goes on in hip hop, a lot of it's garbage, bro.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of it's garbage. A lot of it's, a lot of misinformation. A lot of people saying a whole bunch of different stuff that's not real. I don't think that's cool one bit. And if these, social media platforms stop paying, people wouldn't talk about it. That's one thing that is true. But to blame the platform, I don't know if I can do that.
Let's take it even deeper and pertaining to hip hop in particular, because you look at the type of music that's even being distributed now. Damn the beef that's going back and forth on social media. Yeah. You talk about the music. I'm sitting there with my son, right? And I challenged him. I was like, yo, you can put on whatever you want, but you can't talk about killing and you can't talk about drugs.
Right.
Put whatever you want on.
Right.
And he was stumped. He couldn't put shit on. Nothing. Couldn't find anything. Then he put this record on. He was like, oh, God. Did he put this record on? It was like, oh, man. And then the records he did find, was like, okay, nah, this ain't no drug use. This ain't no violence. It was degrading women. I didn't even say anything about that, but as I'm listening, I'm like, okay, well, damn, those are the three right there. It's either you're degrading women, you're talking about violence, or you're talking about drug use.
Right.
And this is the hip hop that he's grown on, and this is unfortunately most of the hip hop that we've grown on. If you were bred in the 80s or born in the 80s and bred in the 90s, so it's a trickle down effect, and that's where I could see a finger begin getting pointed, because they promote this to them, and then they act out these lyrics that they probably really aren't even portraying, but then they act it out on these social media things, and then people pick it up. We got to kind of point the finger. You know what I mean?
Then it's because you remember how YouTube, I think at one point, I don't know if they still got it in effect, they took all the NBA YoungBoys videos down because his image. Why just him? If you're going to go there, if people are promoting crazy stuff, start now letting it be posted on your platform. If they really cared, about, the communities and what's going on. I think these social media companies, and they do take some stuff down that's too crazy or whatever, vulgar, too much sexual stuff. But I just think that they're there as a platform and that it's facilitating whatever's on there. They're filtering through it, but they're facilitating. Like, they're not picking, what's going to go viral. Like, just, NBA YoungBoy put something up and it does. You know what I mean? Then it doesn't go viral, but then again, somebody else put something up that goes viral. So I just kind of, of course, I mean, we're against the record industry and the way they push out and promote these different things and everything, but the platforms themselves, I don't know, man.
It's a money game, man.
Yeah.
And YouTube is out to make money. I seen a thing out on NBA YoungBoy. Speaking of him, perfect person to talk about, because you've seen all the bullshit about him getting taken off of YouTube and all this. That dude made $16 to $17 million last year on YouTube on videos alone. Yeah. If he made that, do you know what YouTube made? Come on
more,
now.
Yeah, it's a split. Yeah, they probably make that or more. Yeah.
They made 8. You know what I'm saying? So why would they take one of their biggest cash cows, somebody that drops a video and it's probably on their top 10 trending anytime he drops it, and they gonna make that kind of money on a 2-3 minute video? Shit.
But my thing is like, okay, at the end of the day, we love Dame Dash, but I mean, what kind of music was he promoting, pushing back then when he was with Jay-Z and all them Roc-A-Fella and State? You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, so you got to kind of look at that. I know he's older now.
He's evolved, right?
He's evolved, and we all got to get the opportunity to do so. He's calling out, the way he sees it at the end of the day, and just got to put that out there at the end of the day.
We got to challenge. Look, at the end of the day, it's never going to change if people continue to click on what they click on. When you got people talking about this person invoked revenge on this person for sexually assaulting them in jail and some wild shit you see on some of these titles, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And then that has 900, a million views. What are you people clicking, and what are you people really diving into? And what do you think is going to come back to you when you click videos like that?
Yeah.
More nonsense, more dudes jumping around with little t-shirts on saying they're going to kill themselves on TV and now being on national, all kind of wild stuff that we see get promoted, man. It is the people, bro.
Yeah, and I just think that was a good job, I think, of us covering that, man, and just trying to cover all angles. I think we covered all angles. Maybe we missed something. Maybe somebody can put that, in the comment section.